Hello friends, this is Kevin, aka K-Man1, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon FireRed version. In the last episode, we battled the third gym leader, Lieutenant Surge, and won quite handily thanks to Molster, and we also worked our way through Diglett's Cave to wind up here. And off-screen I went ahead and caught 2 Pokemon so that I could have 10, and so I'm gonna go ahead and talk to this guy and get the HM05. Alright. So HM05 is, he's probably about to say it, but HM05 contains Flash. Flash lights up even the darkest of caves and dungeons. So, from here, most of the cave dungeons are going to be dark inside, and so we'll need to be using that to light it up. And technically it's not required, since I already have the layouts of all the caves mostly memorized, but I figure I might as well use it, just so I can really show how the cave is. Anyways, the reason I'm going up to Pewter City is because of something I forgot in the last episode. Once you have cut, then you have access to the back door of the museum. And for coming over here and talking to this guy, he says, listen, I need to share a secret with someone. I think that this chunk of amber contains Pokemon DNA. It would be a shattering scientific breakthrough if Pokemon could be resurrected from it, but my colleagues just ignore what I have to say. So I have a favor to ask. I want you to get this examined at a Pokemon lab somewhere. Alright, so now we get the Old Amber, which is going to be our second Pokemon fossil, which we're definitely going to revive as soon as we have the opportunity. Yeah! So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cut back to outside of Vermilion City. Alright, and we're back outside of Vermilion City, and I realized that I actually forgot to show off one of the biggest attractions here on Route 11. So, what I'm going to do is go through this tunnel. And so those are 2 guards right there, but they're not going to stop you from going through. What we really want to do is come up here and talk to this guy. Hi, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's aides. If your Pokedex has complete data on 30 species, I'm supposed to give you a reward. Professor Oak entrusted me with this item finder for you. So, item finder is honestly kind of... It's lame in this generation, but it's cool in the sense that it helps you basically find hidden items. And this guy will trade Nidorino for Nidorino, which is the second trade of its kind we've found, actually. So, that's interesting, I guess. But, yeah, Item Finder is cool because it lets you find hidden items, but A, you need to catch 30 Pokemon in order to get it, and B, it doesn't work as well in this generation compared to later ones. Anyways, here, there's a Pokemon blocking the way, so you can't go that way, which is unfortunate. And that is actually the Pokemon Snorlax, which isn't a spoiler because we've already come across it with the guy on the SSN. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cut back to a certain location. And what is that certain location, you might be asking? Why, just south of Cerulean City. So now we can cut down this bush, so we have easier access walking through Cerulean City. And we're going to go into the bike shop and finally redeem our bike voucher. And so now I'm going to go ahead and show off. We've been able to do this for a while. You can register different items to the select button, key items specifically. But you can register them to the select button, which in this game is actually X and Y, since I'm playing with the GameCube controller. But if you just press that in the field, then you will automatically get on whatever item. So it'll either be get on your bike, or you... whatever. Do the thing. So, with the bike in hand, we are now going to work our way over to the famed rock tunnel. And first things first, something I really want to point out before I keep forgetting, is I off-screen taught Burk Break to Pikachu and Water Pulse to Juggle So, sorry, Jerk and Juggle not Pikachu, because its name is Jerk. Well, his name. Whatever. You know what I mean. Anyways, I taught those TMs to those Pokemon because I felt they would be useful. So, I know that this girl happens to have grass types, but Jerk is low leveled, so I'm gonna go ahead and tough it out. And so, yeah, this is just sort of the path leading to Rock Tunnel, and there are a lot of trainers here, like a lot. Most of them aren't required, which is a good thing, but there are a lot of trainers. And technically, they're so low leveled because you could have been here as... I hate Sleep Powder. Yeah, technically you could have been here as soon as you got cut, and this gets into something that I'm not personally going to be doing, but just to let you know, you can actually massively sequence break in this game. Like, it is designed such that you don't really have to do anything in any particular order. So, for example, you are able, from the second gym, to complete the 5th, then the 7th, then just go down from there. So 6, then 4, then 3. You can just, like, crazy sequence break in this game. And there's no real penalty for it other than you're gonna have to level grind a little bit more. So, yeah. I was considering having a run where I did sequence breaks like that, but I figured it would be better to go ahead and just show off the game a little bit more classically. And I'm gonna go ahead and just throw up an Awakening, because I'm pretty sure I have one of those sitting around. Yep. And so now Jerk is back in the fight. So, alright, static paralyze this Bellsprout. And hopefully this battle won't take too much longer, but if it does, I'll probably just do it. Actually, no, she has 2 more Pokemon, so I figure I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the rest of this battle. Since I know off the top of my head she just has 1 more Oddish and 1 more Bellsprout, both level 18. So anyways, I'll go ahead and see you guys after this battle. Alright, and I went ahead and healed off screen since I took a lot of damage there, so yeah. Anyways, here is TM40, which contains Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace is basically a flying type shockwave. It's 60 base power, it never misses, and it's cool and stuff like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and be on my feet from here since there are a lot of trainers and I want to be dodging around most of them. I'm pretty sure there's nothing past here, so there's no need to go to that guy. But he does have 2 Beedrills, which means he is really, really good for experience. And there's a hiker out this way. And I'm going to need to battle him anyways if I want to get that item. So I'll go ahead and take this guy on. And we're finally going to get to show off Brick Break, which will be very, very nice. And so, yeah. And I didn't want to do this, by the way. See, I don't... If you get one shot right now, Pikachu, I'm going to be mad. Dang it! I'm just trying to show off my cool new moves, but no. The hikers have to go out with their Geodudes and be like, I'm going to use Magnitude and get a good roll. Screw you guys. Screw you. I'm so looking forward to when we can finally evolve Pikachu. Because it's coming up soon, but it honestly cannot come quick enough so far as I'm concerned. But at least we get to show off Water Pulse on Pika-Blues, and so that will be very, very fun. Alright, and an Onix, which will not be a problem for Pika-Blues, as he uses Water Pulse. And so, we're kind of at the point in the game where I feel like Pikachu is definitely my weakest Pokemon. And I feel like it won't be that way for much longer once he can evolve. Because, I mean, like... Oh. Burn Heal. I feel like Raichu, which I've already shown is Pikachu's evolved form, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, Raichu is... He's a good Pokemon, but I don't know if he's, like, really the best. Plus, I have a couple of the Pokemon planned for my team, which may or may not be stronger or weaker. I'm not really sure yet, but I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways, I'm going to try to get a rollout combo on this bug catcher right now. Let's see what we can get going. And String Shot is not going to be a problem since it doesn't affect accuracy. And let's just go ahead and try to get this. Oh, now he's faster than me. One thing about Wigglytuff is that it is very, very slow. Like I said, its only really good stat is HP, but holy goodness is its HP massive. So, yeah. I like Wigglytuff. I've been meaning to use Jigglypuff in a playthrough for a while, and I figured I might as well go ahead and do it like so. Yeah, I didn't realize until after I was already a little bit into the game that I picked a lot of fan-favorite Pokemon. Like, I started with Charmander, but my logic for that was I wanted to play the hard mode, like the quote, hard mode. And then I caught a Pikachu, which is just because I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Pikachu. So I figured I might as well go ahead and use it so I can finally stop hating it so much. And then I chose Jigglypuff just because no one really ever plays with Jigglypuff, they just sort of know about it. But, I mean, as far as fan favorite Pokemon, I'm pretty much in the top percentage. Like, the majority of my team is something that could be considered a fan favorite. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just bad at being a hipster. If we work our way over here, there's some grass there, but it's not important, and I'm pretty sure there are no items in it, so, yeah. And there's Chesto Berry, so if you want to pull off the Chesto Rest strat, then go for it. You have more resources to do so now. Still not too terribly many, just because, you know, things, but, anyways, in here, it's Pokemon Center, right outside of Rock Tunnel. And there are a couple people in here of interest. I want to say this guy has something interesting to say. Nope. I already explained that this is a rock, paper, scissors RPG. Anyways, this guy, oh Kevin, I've been looking for you. It's me, one of the ever-present aides to Professor Oak. If your Pokedex has complete data on 20 species, I'm supposed to give you a reward for Professor Oak. He entrusted me with this Everstone. Alright, Everstone is an item which, when attached to your Pokemon, will prevent it from evolving. And the only reason you would ever really want to do this is if you're trying to trade a Pokemon that evolves through trade over to one of your friends without evolving it. That would be the only thing, but even then it's not particularly, like, useful, I guess. Since I haven't shown it yet, but if your Pokemon is standard evolving, you can just press B and it'll stop. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and battle this girl, even though I don't need to, because you can just cut down all these bushes. It's mostly just because I want experience on Pikachu, and I know that she doesn't have anything that can easily take down my jerk. I forgot that she had a Pikachu. I mean, I'm not wrong still. Anyways, this is what Brick Break looks like. I think it's pretty cool. And come on! Why are you paralyzing me, you stupid Pokemon? I'm mad right now. And yeah, naturally it uses Quick Attack. You can't see my face right now, but this is pure rage. No, I am not fainting to another Pikachu. This is not a game. I'm about to faint to another Pikachu. Okay, I have 3 HP. I don't want to switch, but I know that Pikachu, the jerk won't be able to handle this alone. So fine, I'll switch over to Super Hunt. I'm really not happy about it because I want Pikachu to get experience, and I don't want Pikachu to be useless, because the whole point I'm using it is to prove that it isn't useless to myself. So I'm just like, oh, it's just a series mascot, it's not actually powerful. But I'm just like, you know, every Pokemon is powerful if you know, like, believe in the heart of the cards or whatever. So, I don't know, maybe I was wrong too, but I am more than willing to give every Pokemon a chance to be amazing. I mean, there are some that I just understand, you know. They're not very good late in the game, just because they're really strong early since they evolve fast, but they don't have very high stats, and stuff like that, you know, I get. But it's just like, I don't want Pokemon that are actually good to just like fall by the wayside because I don't personally care for them. You know? Maybe it's just me caring too much. It probably is. Like, I'm a grown man just sitting in my home talking about how Pokemon need to be nurtured and whatever. So, anyways, here is a Cherry Berry, so more paralysis healing, hooray. And I could have honestly used that, but I figured it probably would have just re-paralyzed me with static. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and heal up, just because Jerk took a lot of damage in that fight. And as the recording is coming up on 20 minutes, but the actual game time is probably not nearly that much, just because of how much I've cut. Let's go ahead and cut down this tree and walk into Rock Tunnel. And I'm just going to go ahead and show off flash mechanics. So basically, if it's a dark cave, it'll look like this, but, and I haven't actually taught flash yet, but if you use flash, then I'm about to show, As you can see, some of my Pokemon can learn Flash, but in battle, all it does is lower accuracy, and we all know how I feel about that. So, yeah. Anyways, you just go ahead and go into your Pokemon and have them use Flash, and then you can see more clearly. So, in this episode, we got a new HM, got a new fossil, saw a really fat Pokemon, and worked our way into Rock Tunnel. And in the next episode, we're hopefully going to poke our head out on the other side of the cave. See you guys then.